So we talked about this yesterday, how the Bengals wanted to be the permanent host for Black Friday games for the rest of the time. For this year, next year, the year after that, year after that, year after that. Well, that's all we really heard, and the NFL obviously said no. Well, we got a happy ending, and you know what? Just like Deshaun Watson, I think it's a completely different situation, but I like this happy ending. I don't know how he did his. Anyway, though, yes. So how this actually went was the Bengals wanted to play the Pittsburgh Steelers every Black Friday for the rest of time, which of course would mean just like how the Lions play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, or I think the Lions and the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving every single year. It was going to be the same concept. It was always going to be, okay, well, it's Black Friday. Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers are fighting the Bengals in the jungle. And that was going to be that. Well, according to sources, the NFL really did consider it. At first, yesterday, when we first heard the reports, it was more or less considered like, oh, yeah, they said no, and there was zero chance. And they just denied them. Well, apparently they really did consider changing this game this year to the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Bengals. They did deny them doing it every year for the rest of the time. That was shot down quickly. But this year's game, they were actually considering it happening, which means we might see this in the future. We're not going to see this every single Black Friday be the Bengals hosting a playoff game. Again, that idea shot down. We might see in the future, maybe next year, maybe not every year, but for a good amount of years, we might see Pittsburgh versus the Bengals on primetime football on Black Friday. According to a couple sources, this might be what the future will look like for the Bengals and the Steelers for the schedule. Now, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be the Bengals hosting the Black Friday game. It might be like every other year they flip, where it's now the Steelers are hosting Black Friday, and then the Bengals host them next year, and then the Bengals or Steelers do the year after that. So, at least we got a little bit of a happy ending, which, again, I know it sucks that we didn't get the actual traditional, every year for the rest of the time, which would have been amazing because, first off, I said this yesterday, would have been great for the Bengals marketing-wise. They could sell custom jerseys for Black Friday. They can go, whole marketing thing. It puts them on the map. Now, when people think Black Friday, they think, oh, yeah, the Bengals are going to play on Black Friday. If you want to go see a football game on Black Friday, you got to go to Cincinnati. It would have brought more people into town. You could sell more things. The overall Cincinnati makes more money. It's just all around great for Cincinnati. But right here, Mad Dog Sports Radio said, not just in 2023, how about as a tradition? We play in Dallas and Detroit on Thanksgiving every year. How about playing on Cincinnati Black Friday every year? Mike North tells Adam Shaheen the Bengals volunteer to play on Black Friday on NFL on Prime annually. And again, like I said, it was shot down. But the idea of them playing on the Steelers was actually heavily considered. And that might be something we see in the future. Again, like I said, it's not going to be every Black Friday. It's going to be Pittsburgh Steelers versus, Cincinnati Bengals. But we might see that in the future for one of the games, which is actually, again, like I said, going to be really cool. And I'm going to really, really hope the NFL, reconsiders. Because keep in mind, again, they did deny it right now. But it does not mean that they won't, in the future, let's say certain things happen, and now they're like, oh, we like this idea. By certain things happen, I mean the Bengals go and win a Super Bowl. If the Bengals go and win a Super Bowl, I think the NFL might be a little bit more, oh, yes, our Super Bowl team just won. You made us a lot of money off that Super Bowl, didn't you? Okay, well, I guess now we can go ahead and make you the Black Friday game every single year. So, I'm definitely going to be interested to kind of keep you guys updated on this story because, again, this year it's going to be Jets at Miami. But, let's be honest. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people watch that game just because Miami should be good as long as Tua stays healthy. And Rodgers should be good with the Jets no matter what. I mean, the Jets already had like a freaking amazing squad. Rodgers kind of just filling in to, get the job done. But should be interesting, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.